Good morning, little nerds. I'm Dr. Shereene Idriss from New York City, and welcome to my YouTube channel where every Saturday morning we do a Pillow Talk Derm covering a topic of your choice, from cosmetics, beauty procedures, ingredients, skincare, you name it, life, we cover it. This week we are going to be covering the Dermstore sale, but before I jump in, subscribe to the channel, like the video, let me know what you want to learn about next week. And now that my infomercial part of the video is done, let's start. Dermstore is having a sale that started yesterday where you can get up to 30% off on products. And this video is going to be slightly different than the Sephora video because it's going to be a mix of medical grade brands and your not so basic drugstore brands. Disclaimer, medical grade skincare products are not better than the rest. That is purely marketing. Do not believe the hype. They're just different. And I don't want anybody out there to think that if you're not using a medical grade product, you're not getting the benefits of your products. The reality is you have to understand what you're using, how you're using it, and how your skin responds to it to get the best results. And it's never a single product story. It's a multi-product, multi-ingredient approach. Before I jump in, every product I talk about, I've tried over the years. They're tried and trues, and I'm not sponsored by any of these brands. So starting with pigmentation, the top 3 products from Dermstore for pigmentation are gonna be a mix of an exfoliating acid, and the one I'm gonna go with is the one by La Roche-Posay. It is their glycolic B5. It is a 10% pure glycolic acid mixed with kojic acid. It looks like an ambery goo, and it smells worse than it looks, but it is good if you are sensitive, because I have an exfoliating mask. My brand is called Pillow Talk Derm, called the Flash Mask. And this one is a 15% glycolic acid mask with lactic acid and tranexamic acid. So the one by La Roche-Posay is lighter, so it's good if you have sensitive skin. Now, the ingredient that everybody wants when they're talking about hyperpigmentation and discoloration, vitamin C. So we're gonna go with the OG, the most tried and true, the one that's been around for decades, SkinCeuticals, their CE Ferulic. This is a form of active vitamin C at 15%. I hate the fact that it comes in a dropper because I do not have that dexterity. I just don't. I'm not a dropper human being. I also think that yes, pumps still have air, but there's something to be said about constantly opening the whole solution to air every single day versus keeping it in a pump. I prefer a pump. I will tell you guys, you will smell like hot dogs. And if you have sensitive skin, this one is not for you. So calm your little digits and fingers on that keyboard before you purchase it. It's not for you. I have one for you coming up. But this is a great daily vitamin C if you can tolerate it. It is a 15% vitamin C married to ferulic acid and vitamin E. Now, Ron Robinson has come up with a 20% active form of vitamin C that comes in a pump, and I love him for this, but it also stays more stable because it doesn't oxidize as easily in how he formulated it. It is mixed with squalane, so it's a very lightweight moisturizer. It does have a silicone grip to it, so it's kind of a double-edged sword. Although it is mattifying once you apply it, if you are oily, you might not love the feel of this particular vitamin C because you might feel like it's slipping. But if you're not, it's probably a great one to add underneath your products. I will tell you guys though, just be careful because anytime something has this sort of silicone grip and you use other products with actives, let's say azelaic acid, it might pill on top. Just a word to the wise, but I love this one. We are gonna move on to all you rosy red human beings out there who have redness and rosacea. Avène is a brand that was originally created for people with redness, inflamed skin barriers. They still have a lot of products geared towards redness and broken skin barriers. The mineral water from that source is apparently very healing and allows for your skin to heal properly because of all of the minerals in it. And so they formulate their products with that particular water. The Avène Cicalfate Plus cream is one which is a nourishing barrier cream with copper zinc sulfate complex, as well as the Avène thermal water. I want to show you guys the texture of this. She's thick, all right? She is thick and creamy, and there's no fragrance, but it is a little bit grainy, all right? So this is one that you're going to have to put your back into getting into your skin, but your face will thank you the next day for it. I talk about lip basting a lot. It's a term I made up in my bathroom. There's also something that I called face basting, Might as well put our whole faces in something. It's aka slugging if you want. But I love things that are rich in zinc that allow you to really allow your skin to heal better. So this is one of those products that if you put a thick layer of this overnight, your face will thank you for it in the morning. But you got to look like a magnolia cupcake before going to bed. Now, the other one, which is an interesting one, I don't have the right product in front of me. I have one of the family in front of me, but Color Science, which is a sunscreen brand, has their All Calm Clinical Redness Corrector SPF 50. It's a sunscreen for people with rosacea. So all of you guys, I'm not going to show you guys the texture of this because it's not the right product, but this one by Color Science has a mix of titanium and zinc. It's an SPF 50 and it helps to neutralize the appearance of redness. So it is slightly tinted. It might not be great for all skin tones because of the titanium and the zinc, but it's definitely worth a try. If you're very fair and you have a lot of redness, I would look into the one by Color Science. Now, shifting gears into dry skin, especially if you live in a dry climate. I mean, the best tip I have for you is to layer in terms of mists, in terms of serums, in terms of moisturizers, and in terms of occlusives. You want to get that shit on your face. Starting with Triple Lipid by SkinCeuticals. I think this one is almost done. She is a beaut. She retails for 136 bucks, so now is the time to try her. She does have essential oils in it, so if you're sensitive, just beware. But she's nice, she's thick, she's silky, she's creamy, and then she just blends and gets sucked into your skin. I love it. I love this product. Have an essential oil smell, so you feel like you just went to the spa. It also has essential lipids that feature natural cholesterol, ceramides, and fatty acids to restore your youthful elasticity. And it has vitamin E that helps support your natural cellular repair and production. Less than 3.2 ounces, so you could actually go and travel with this and put this in your carry-on despite the bulkiness and the size of it. By the way, so is the Active Seal by Pillow Talk Derm. People often ask me, I can't take that when I travel. I'm like, yeah, you can. You could put it in your carry-on because I hate checking luggage. Then we have a great moisturizer, which also acts as a primer. So if you're looking to layer things underneath your makeup, Embryolisse has been a tried and true for makeup artists, especially in France, for years. This is their Lait Crème Concentré. It retails for 29 bucks. It has mineral oil in it, as well as stearic acid and aloe vera, which is soothing. It has a very light fragrance to it, but look how beautiful the texture of this is. It's the Embryolisse. It's really, really nice. And when you put it under makeup, it just gives your face a bounce. It has a little bit of like a rose water scent to it without being overpowering, because I know rose water can be very polarizing, but it has a light scent to it that really just is very soothing. So that is that. And then this is my product that I invented lip basting with, okay? Weleda Skin Food. So lip basting is a concept I came up with. I actually did a whole YouTube video on it, you guys. I'll link it below. But it is a video in which I exfoliate the lips with a chemical exfoliant, not a physical one. And then I lock in the hydration with a nice, rich, moisturizing occlusive. And the occlusive of choice that I use is Weleda. Although I will say it does sometimes get a little nauseating, the taste of it, because of all the essential oils in it. But somebody told me they thought it tasted like gin. And I don't know if that was a weird thing to feel at 8 a.m. in the morning or not. But I was like, okay, I can kind of see that now. And it's a little disturbing that I use it every morning. So that is Weleda Skin Food. It's 20 bucks. It's easy. And I also sometimes put it all over my face, under my eyes, or if it's really dry, as the last step of my routine after I personally use the Hyper Serum and the Active Seal. Now, remember, you little acneic ones, I told you, do not get the SkinCeuticals C Ferulic. Moving on to acne. If you're looking for a vitamin C that is the active form of vitamin C, go for the Silymarin CF. The sad news is it's the same price, 169 bucks. The good news is this is still 15% ascorbic acid, so the same as C Ferulic, but you also have a little bit of salicylic acid married to it. It is still a liquidy serum in a dropper that smells like hot dogs. So you're not gonna get away from that, okay? Sorry, I can't help you that much. I can help you, just not that much. So this is the SkinCeuticals Silymarin CF. And if you have a pimple and you're in a bind, I had a massive whopper on my chin last week. You put some benzoyl peroxide on that ish. This is La Roche-Posay's Effet Clair Duo. It is 5.5% benzoyl peroxide to dry out the blemish. You put a nice thick coating on that at night. You don't care. You go to bed, you wake up. In the morning, you can put a slightly thinner coating on top to kind of blend it in. Benzoyl peroxide is great. It is a silicone lotion. You do not need to be using this all over your face. So this will last you a long time if you're using it as a spot treatment. Just beware, benzoyl peroxide can bleach your towels, and they will bleach your towels. So if you have darker towels or you put your skincare before getting dressed, just don't get it on your clothing. Now, for all the quote-unquote anti-agers out there, i.e. everyone, because nobody really wants to age, although we all want to age because the alternative is far worse. Fine lines and wrinkles. Let's talk about boosting our collagen. Obviously, I'm going to start with one that you guys know, retinol, great. SkinCeuticals has 3 different strengths, 0.3, 0.5, and 1.0. The goal with retinol is to go low and slow. I would rather you use a lighter concentration retinol every night of the week than trying to use a strong one twice a week and your face gets red, inflamed, irritated, and flaky. Because it's consistency over intensity. That is the name of the game. Now, as you're trying to work your way up, let's say you can tolerate the 0.3 every night, buy a 0.5. If you're feeling risky, buy a 1.0 and only use it once a week and see how your skin does that way over several weeks. Now, if your skin is totally fine, take this down 1 night a week and increase the 1.0 1 night a week. And now you're using that twice a week and this 5 times a week. So you're now getting a marriage of low and high, right? Even in your skincare, several times a week. And over time, that's when you're gonna get the best benefits. But this one retails for 70 bucks. The 0.5 retails for 80 and the 1.0 retails for 92. Yes, it's more expensive because you're getting more of the active. It is a strong one, just beware. SkinMedica, now for those of you who cannot tolerate retinols, has their DRYNESS serum, which is made up of human fibroblast in a conditioned medium. Now, it used to be derived from human foreskin. Now, it's not human foreskin that we're putting on our face. They take it, they grow it, they let it evolve. So it's not human foreskin, but that is the backstory of this product. And it looks like this, all right? It comes in a dual chamber pump, and you get 2 types of product serums that get pumped out of it that you mix together when you apply it. There is a very light scent to it. Just beware because it does pill over other products that has actives. So I personally use this at night on my face, neck, and chest. I actually use this exclusively on my neck and chest on most nights because my neck and chest cannot always tolerate a retinol and sometimes it gets irritated. But I was telling you guys that their growth factor cocktail is made up of medium long amino acid sequences, which are basically small proteins, all right, that help your cells to signal one another to stimulate growth, proliferation, and differentiation, which is what you want your face and your skin to have in order to stay youthful. So that is for the anti-aging club who doesn't want to die. And last, we have our under eyes. Now, under eyes, actually 2 more categories, under eyes and sunscreen. Under eyes, the product should be used before you use the moisturizer. So you kind of go from wash your face, exfoliation, serum, under eye moisturizer, sunscreen, right? But exfoliation is usually at night, FYI. And if you caught that, you're a super nerd. But under eye creams, I don't care for creams that are just creams. I care for creams that serve a purpose. So La Roche-Posay has their Redermic R-Eyes Retinol Eye Cream. They don't specify the percentage of the retinol because it's probably very light and they think the consumer is going to get distressed by that because most people often think higher is better. But a retinol eye cream is the way to go if you're trying to build up your fine lines and help support your collagen around your eyes without blowing your eyes up. It retails for 50 bucks. It is a very, very lightweight lotion. I just want to show you guys just like that. It comes in this sort of applicator. No scent. Easy peasy. Okay? Then you have Neocutis Lumière Firm, which comes in a pump. Just like this. Just be careful because she's wild. She's a wild one. And you do not want to use that much eye cream. And this one retails for 108 bucks. This is an illuminating and tightening eye cream with proprietary peptides to help boost collagen and elastin, as well as growth factors to help with the whole collagen, hyaluronic acid production and anti-aging, and vitamin C, as well as a little bit of caffeine to help depuff. It's a really nice texture, y'all. This is a very nice texture. I'm not gonna lie, it's silky, it's slippery. You feel like your makeup is gonna be gliding nicely on top, which can be good and bad if you wear a lot of concealer, just FYI. I did have my makeup done today. I think I just spit over here. But you gotta test that one out. Definitely do not use this much, but you might as well use this much on your neck. But for 108 bucks, I don't know, you might go broke. So that is the Lumière by NeoCutis. I'm not gonna get rid of this. I'm going to put that elsewhere once we're done, and I could be rated at something else. Sunscreen. Sunscreens I love. We're gonna keep it to 3. Dry skin in dry climate. This is a great one. This is La Roche-Posay's Tolerian Double Repair Face Moisturizer with SPF 30. It is purely a chemical sunscreen that is rich with ceramides. So if you are dry, put this on top of your moisturizer, on top of your serum, on top of your hydrating mist. Your face will thank you. I really do like it, very much so. And it has not burnt my eyes yet. Then we have SkinCeuticals, Physical Fusion UV Defense. You gotta shake this. Whenever you hear this, you gotta get that little ball shaking to make sure that the sunscreen is well mixed in. This is purely a mineral sunscreen with titanium and zinc. It is a light liquid serum. I wanna show you guys. Look how light and liquidy that is. The first time I used it, I was like, ooh, not good. But I will tell you guys this, because it's like this, it does apply very easily, and then it dries off relatively fast. You have to test it for your skin tone. I personally like the tinted one more than the white one, even though it's not the right shade 1000%. It's so lightweight in that sense that it kind of blends in. And if you're darker, you might get away with using this one. And then last, Elta MD. They've taken zinc and a chemical and blended them together and created their UV Clear, which patients love. It is broad spectrum SPF 46, and it is nice for oily skin. We're not gonna waste 100 bucks on this hand. We're gonna waste it on this hand. And this one is a very nice, lightweight moisturizer that is fragrance free. It's mineral. It has supposedly no white cast. I am not the best judge of that because I am basically Casper the Ghost. So I would advise you to test it out. The beauty of a hybrid is that you get the best of both worlds. So hopefully cosmetically elegant enough and good protection. So there you have it, guys. Dermstore sale in under 20 minutes. I'm gonna go bathe myself in this eye cream on the back of my hand. I hope you guys have a beautiful Saturday morning, and I will catch you guys next week after my favorite holiday of the year, Thanksgiving. I'll see you then. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend.